So, write down one concept about keystone spaces. It's an species in an ecosystem. It's an species in an ecosystem. It's an species in an ecosystem which has high importance to sustain ecosystem if such species get extinct, if such species get extinct, then it can have large effect for the survival of ecosystem. Or that habitat. So you can be able to see, like I said, that there is this is the one kind of hedge beaver, and here it is in a hedge is there this side, here and there. It is helping in this pond or in the river water to make the system to survival. And if suppose this kind of hedge is not available into the water, then the ecosystem started not able to thrive. So similarly in the grassland there is some things are like this. If the grasses are not existing because of this, there can be a kind of lots of loss. In the similarly tropical grassland there is large grasses are there. So some in ecosystem there is one species is there on which several species thrive, and if that species is going to get extinct, it will affect a large effect or ripple effect in the ecosystem.
Keystone species is generally a top predator.
Top
Predator.
Generally, how we can say that it is a top predator?
In grassland, if you remove the grass, then they will be ecosystem.
You know that it can be. Suppose I said that it is never necessary that a predator can be always. I said that the tigers are reducing, and if I say lions are reducing, it must have a great impact on the ecosystem. Understood? But I said that mostly it is in a survival in the form, but it can be anywhere. It can be in a predator, it can be in a I said that any kind of, generally it is considered as a producer. Generally it is considered as a producer which is act as a keystone species for the survival of particular of that species. Lekin if I have to talk about I said that you can say predator, if it is not there, then the number of deers will increase, and then on the other side grasses will reduce, but it is not largely affecting, as the food system में सबसे ज़्यादा ज़रूरी है producer, a nearby producer which is giving some kind of shelter to the, I said shelter, nesting, some environment. If those species are not there, then that is a great chance of not survival of that habitat or ecosystem. Okay, but it can be predator to an extent, but it is I cannot say that high an extent. But to a not a higher extent, not to a higher extent. Everywhere there is I said that if I say I said that grasshoppers are eaten by frog is not existing, लेकिन उस फ्रॉग नहीं एग्जिस्ट करता है तो थोड़ा बहुत चलेगा, चलो स्नेक नहीं करेगा, एंड देन हॉक विल स्टार्ट रिड्यूसिंग. आज के डेट में देखोगे, आई सेड दैट इफ द डेड एनिमल्स आर लेस इन द एटमॉस्फेयर, then what happens, suddenly the vultures are also reducing. It is not necessarily the vultures are reducing only because of this. There is also some kind of what is it is I said that in the animals diclofenac kind of what is things are available, उसकी वजह से vultures reduce हो रहे हैं. But I said that too high in the predator prey relationship में you can to an extent it is a tiger as a keystone species. Be on time, ध्यान में रखें आप लोग. So next one we are going to see ecosystem based on, I said that next point we have to see ecosystem based on stages of development. Ecosystem based on, पहले understand करेंगे. I said that ecosystem based on stages of development. First it is, listen me carefully, early succession. You know that if I am talking about early succession, when in the primary succession, last classes may I have discussed something about the succession and all. I said that when in a particular region, so plants and plant species and some animal species started coming, you know that the mass production started increasing. Mass production started increasing means the community started multiplying, but the actual biomass is less. The actual biomass is less, and that system, when it is in initial stage of the growth, that is known as a high entropy. That is I said that there is a chance of that ecosystem cannot survive also. So they have a high entropy to not to sustain also. So again I said that the first early succession, if I am talking about, it has a more production, but the biomass is less. In the initial stage of development, I said that biomass is less, but the community production, rate of production is high, but at the same time entropy is also high. What is the meaning of entropy? It is, yes?
Measure of randomness.
Randomness, degree of what? Unsustainable. It is how much it is sustainable in this region. So it has a high entropy, means the degree of unsustainability is very high. That particular ecosystem in the initial stage of growth, they have a very high entropy. And the next stage, if I am talking about mature, in the mature I said that when it is coming, community has been produced. Yes, ecosystem has been produced to a higher extent, yes or not? And thereafter, so I said that like human being, like anyone who has grown a lot, the community production has been increased, but at the same time entropy has been reduced. Degree of unsustainability of the human being will what? Reduce. So what is the first stage of development of ecosystem? I said that early succession, where the community production is high, where the biomass is less. Biomass means very few number of population of that species will be less, means biomass will be less, but entropy will be high. Second is in a mature. In this mature stage of development, I said that biomass has also increased, community production has increased, and the entropy has reduced. Entropy has reduced because they have a good. I said that energy level sustaining in the ecosystem to survive easily. Another is in a mixed. In the mixed, I said that there is a possibility of there is some kind of early succession. If I am talking about still early succession stage kind, if I am saying that a particular plant species in the I said in evergreen equatorial forest it is growing on, and then A has grown to become a B, but along with it is in a climax community. I said that it is in a what? Climax community, but along with the climax community there is some pioneer community will be also there. Pioneer community is what is, I said that last class, it is an early succession, yes or not? And then over the period there is a serial succession. In the stages of development in a particular soil, the soil started developing at that time, there is which I said that pioneer community, and then final best what is in a mature ecosystem become, that is in a climax community. in between there is a sterile community. So I said that mature community, mature ecosystem किसको कहा जाएगा? Which one is mature ecosystem? In which there is an already we have been able to establish climax community. Along with some climax community, we have some early, that is in a pioneer community. So we have some early succession and then we have some later on succession and mature ecosystem. Both are existing. It is known as I said that. Yes. Now. But you know that after that I have said that what is the meaning of secondary succession. In the primary succession we have been able to reach a climax community, but due to some kind of man-made activity and due to the natural phenomena that the primary succession can finish, and over that developed soil then another succession is growing, it or that plant species who are growing, they understand that earlier I was there. जैसे हम लोग कभी जाते हैं अपने घर वापस जाते हैं with native place after a long time, तो हम लोग क्या देखते हैं, so many changes has been taken place, but earlier some things are also there. So suppose I said that one new plant species in Uttarakhand after the fire in the forest, it is growing, that they must have the similar character of the earlier. So they have some recognition and growing new plant species, it is known as a secondary succession. लेकिन जो primary succession death हुआ उसको क्या बोला जाता है? At that time inert. This ecosystem is result of event of mass destruction like volcano, ice is referred as destroyed ecosystem. जब बहुत लंबे scale पर ecosystem destroy हो इसको कहा जाएगा inert. Understood? First it is an early succession, in which I said that initial level of development is going on, and in the initial level पे क्या होगा? Community is producing, biomass is less and entropy is high. What I said that? First, yes, stages of development. I said that of ecosystem. I said that early succession. Second one I said that. Second क्या है आपका? Mature. Third क्या है आपका? Mixed. And fourth is your inert. Early section में क्या है? Their community development is high. Yes, or development or production. Second point I said that in this one I said that mass or biomass is less and it has what? High entropy. This is in the early succession. In the mature, if I say that mature is a kind of what is a climax community. Mature is a kind of what? Climax community. I said that biomass is high and they have low entropy. Miss, what is the meaning of low entropy? Stability of the system, and high entropy means unstable ecosystem, instability of the ecosystem. जब भी biodiversity will be less, food wave will be less, क्योंकि एक food chain, if there is a more food chain a particular, for a particular, I said that species, that their survival will be more. So when the biomass is very high, yes or not, then the stability will be high, and if the biomass is less, then the stability chance will be what? So it will be high entropy. In the mixed, I said that when the system become very stable, ecosystem become very stable, then in that case there is a sum. I said that climax community plus pioneer community, both are existing. Which are existing? I said that climax community and which one is existing? So there is an also we have a climax community related and early succession. Both are existing. It is known as I said that matured, mixed ecosystem. And the inert, if I am talking about large scale destruction of primary succession. Clear? Large scale destruction of primary, and that reason will become, I said that unproductive for larger time, unproductive for larger time, longer time, and that is known as what and then again over the period then there will be another succession will start on it. Understood it? So this is the way. और ये जो यहाँ पर suppose lava and then volcanic eruption took place and a large area like Deccan lava plateau, so there is a new rock system evolved, and that time it will cause us what is in a complete primary or whatever the secondary section, यहाँ से दोबारा new rock system पे primary succession will start. If there is a 1.5 kilometer depth kind of what lava has grown, तो यहाँ पे कोई ecosystem नहीं survive करेगा. Like I said that if you have seen at the time of 6.5 crore years ago at the start of our tertiary period, then you had know that one large meteorite has struck with the earth's surface, and because of this our reptiles, dinosaurs and all, it has been completely along with the plant species and animal species which has been finished. Understood it? So ecosystem has been, the stages of development for the ecosystem is, I said that, yes, tell me. I said that which one? First is early succession, second one is mature, third one is mixed, and fourth one is, ध्यान में रखेंगे, stages of development. Yes. Next one I said that, now tell me which ecosystem is more stable, complex ecosystem or simple ecosystem? Complex ecosystem will be more stable. Let us see. I said that ecosystem based on stability. Yes, I said that ecosystems are